Does anybody else have the same problem as me when you enter your local store and you come across the hunting section and all the different cameras to choose from? Which one is best for me? We're about to find out. All right, so if we first start off with the entry-level camera, or I use these for just strictly scouting cameras, just to identify how many deer I got in the area, and then if I catch a big buck or something interesting, then I might graduate to a better camera, quality camera in that area once I've understood that it's going to be a regular or reoccurring visit by that animal. But with the Tasco, you get what you pay for. It's a 12 megabyte or megapixel, 12 megapixel, and it's a 720p video speed. Not really a whole lot to them for $30. You know what I mean? They also make a next version up from this, which is not much more better quality. I've used both in the past. And if you're just using this just strictly for the purpose of identifying how much game you have in the area, this is a good value. You do have to purchase the batteries separately, which just takes double A's, 8 of those, and then also an SD card. So gotta remember that in the cost. Next step up is the Muddy, which is a 14 megapixel. It is for a dual pack. It runs around 80 bucks. However, what's nice about this pack, it comes with the batteries. Hopefully they're fresh. It also comes with the SD cards. So you get a better value, possibly with this, and maybe a little bit better camera. Same concept. I use these for scouting and trying to identify a bigger animal on the property. The Bushnell, you're going up to the next step. In this category of cameras, you can expect 22 megapixels and just a little bit better film quality, and also probably better nighttime photo quality. Now the thing about this pack, it's $60, but you do get the batteries, and you also get an SD card with it. And then, I wouldn't say the biggest disappointment, but maybe, this is the Spy Point Flex G36, and it's a cellular camera. Now the thing about it, when you buy it, it states on here that you have to have certain requirements. So it will run off of 8 AA batteries, they say. And then you can buy an upgrade to an LIT 22 rechargeable lithium battery, which is what I would suggest, and they suggest as well. But the biggest thing is it takes a different kind of SD card, a 10 ultra high speed micro SD card, or in that category. And trust me, those are not easy to find, but they do sell them at Rural King, and they're priced pretty economically for the SD card. I think it was about $12 or $13. And then the battery, the lithium battery, is another 50 bucks. So you spend about 100 bucks on the camera itself, then they trick you. They say it works on AA batteries, but they recommend the lithium battery, so you got another $50 you need to invest into it, which the battery does work good, don't get me wrong, it's probably worth it, and it holds its charge very well. But then you gotta buy that SD card, that special SD card. And then you have to buy a cellular service, which could be anywhere from 10 bucks to, I think I paid unlimited for the full year, and it was around 140 bucks, I think. So you get unlimited pictures. Now the one thing about this, these all will capture video as well as still pictures. But with the cellular cameras, and I'll point this out later on, it's a little bit more difficult to get those to download. And I just pretty much stick with the still pictures on the cellular cameras just because of the ease of uploading and getting that onto your little special app that you load down or download on your phone. But I like the convenience of not having to go out and check the cameras, but I love shooting videos of deer. You learn so much more when you're doing a video capture on deer. They do all kinds of weird things out there, and you don't catch that in a still photo. So that's the one big thing that I like about these other cameras, non-cellular, is the video feature. And I'll show you that here further into the video itself. So take a ride along with us and we'll go install these video cameras, and we'll do a test that you'll see later on in the video. Okay, we are going to hang these cameras right on this tree here and overlook the feed location. It may be a little dull. Let's just go ahead and put you in speed mode. All right, at the very least, you have to admit that's pretty cool looking, having 5 different cameras on one tree to run this test. But anyway, the proof is in the pudding, so let's see what they do picture-wise and compare it that way. And we'll go ahead and hang one of these extra muddies in a different location into the woods, because I'm wanting to see where those bucks are coming from. And I have a feeling that they're coming from right over here in. And I'm gonna put this down by one of my favorite tree stands and see what we capture with this camera. Okay, let's go ahead and mount this camera down my favorite tree stand. In the fall, we blow these trails clean to each one of our tree stands. And that way we can have a silent entry, but more importantly, a silent exit because of the close proximity of that food plot. If the shooter bucks don't show up before dark, we want to be able to get out without alerting them. It's beautiful back here. We got one tree stand up there, and this is a trail that I have caught several bucks using during the season. This is another trail, and I actually killed my buck last year out of a stand, and it was standing right there. So even though it was eye level, it was still effective. And it just came right down through that trail. So those bucks tend to come from that property over there up through here, and then they'll either split off over that way or head up that way, at least from this direction, this tree stand. So let's go ahead and set up a trail camera. We'll just put it right there. Make it simple. I want to give you a tip on how to position a trail camera when you're trying to photograph animals coming down a trail. So let's say you are the trail camera, and this is the trail I'm on here, and it runs north and south, like so, all right? So let me show you, if we point that trail camera directly towards the trail, what happens. As you can see, if a deer walks right by the camera, the trigger speed is usually not quick enough to capture a photo. Now, if you're lucky and the deer is walking slow and decides to stop right in front of the camera, then you've got a chance of capturing it. So let me show you how we overcome that here on Peterson Farms in Nashville. So what I'll typically do is understand which way the trail's running, and then whether they're coming one way or going the opposite way, it doesn't really matter that much. But all you're trying to do is get in that window of trigger speed of the camera that you'll be using. Hopefully you'll get a trigger from a deer or an animal. It's cool to see different wildlife on video cameras, and it'll walk into your field of viewing. Let me show you. All right, so let's say I'm a deer and I'm just moseying up here. Right about now is when the camera would probably trigger, or maybe sooner. But you see how much longer I'm in the frame versus if it was pointing directly at the trail itself? Much more opportunity to capture that animal within your field of view and catch it on camera. Same thing goes if the deer is coming the opposite way. Your trigger is going to be later, but right about now is when the deer would trigger it. And if they're walking, you've got all that field of view to capture them with your camera. Got it? Just Phil's trail cam tip of the day. We want to try to capture an image of any bucks coming or cruising through here. Okay, we got the camera all set up, and this is private property, my property, so no worries, or should have no worries. And like I said, instead of pointing it at the trail, we're pointing it down trail, so you have a much bigger window for that camera to trigger and then also capture that image. All right, the one thing I want to check out, I didn't realize that the Spy Point has audio until I was finally able to download some of the movie images. So let's check it out, shall we? All right, if it's taking a video, this is my voice, this is the audio. Can you hear me? Check, 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 check. Yes, I didn't realize Spy Point had audio as well as with their video. So, quite impressed. If it's taking a video, this is my voice, this is the audio. Can you hear me? Check, 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 check. Yes, I didn't realize Spy Point had audio as well as with their video. So, see? All right, so now that you've seen each camera in action, let me show you just a little bit of the benefits and features of each one. With the Tasco, that's probably your entry-level camera. It just opens up by two little clips there, and then it opens up and exposes the switches here. Anyway, the Tasco has an off-on switch. In the off position, obviously it's not going to do much of anything. It just says off. Then you go to the middle position, and that's where you start programming things. And you can program the date, the time, as well as what mode you want it in, and how many seconds or length of video that you want to get ready to fire it up, ready to go. You just push it to the on position. And right now it's probably telling me that it doesn't have a card in it. And it's also blinking, indicating that there's a problem. But that's how simple that is. The Tasco, you buy them at Walmart and some of the other big box stores, but runs about 30 bucks. Now you do have to buy the SD card and the batteries separately. And you can use a strap that comes with it, strap it to the tree, or they sell, I like these little guys, they sell these that are universal and fit in just about every camera, some shape, form, or fashion, and then you can just screw that into the tree. Tasco. Next in the lineup is the Muddy, and it's just their basic Muddy camera, I think. It's probably in the mid-range, but it just opens up, a little clip here at the bottom, and you just open it up, and it exposes all the programming features there as well. With this particular camera, it has a unique feature. It's got 4 preset modes. The first 3 are picture modes, and then the 4th one is a video mode. And then you can switch it all the way down and customize a mode if you want to. So it's pretty simple to program, not too much to it. When I purchased this, it did come with, it came in a 2-pack. So you got 2, and I believe they are around 90 bucks for a 2-pack. Now the nice thing about those is it came with SD card for each, then also the batteries for each camera. So pretty good value there, and doesn't do too bad as far as pictures as well. And then the third camera that I picked up, it's the Bushnell, and it's pretty similar really feature-wise to the Tasco, and as far as programming it as well. You've got your off, on, and then middle switch mode for programming, and you just use that to program the date, time, whether you want video or pictures, and then any other features that it may have. So pretty simple, and picture quality wasn't bad as well. And last but not least, I did step my game up this year with some new technology. Never had a wireless camera before, but did go out and bite the bullet on this one. It's a Spy Point G36 Flex wireless camera. So a little learning curve there for me from the standpoint of trying to figure out how to capture pictures, how to capture video, and then how to download that video as well. So had a little hiccup on the first camera when I purchased it. It seemed to have a little bit of a problem. But spent some time with the customer support, which they were great, very helpful. And after a few texting conversations and some troubleshooting, they finally went and replaced the camera and sent me this new camera. And it's been working fine since I've purchased it and since I've learned how to use it. All right, so you've got your power button off and on, and then you've got some status lights here and battery status lights, as well as a format button for your SD card. When you get a new SD card, you may have to format it or should format it. So everything is programmed through an app on the phone. And I'll try to show you that here in a little bit, but you download an app, and the other thing is you have to purchase a plan, a wireless plan, and you can do it monthly for like 10 bucks a month, I believe it is, and you get X amount of shots. Or you can go for the annually, and I think I ended up spending 130, 140, I don't know, something like that. And annually, and it's unlimited videos and pictures. So that's a pretty nice feature. And after I had a chance to review the quality, and you've seen that in the video, or you will see that in the video, I was pretty impressed with the quality of the images, especially the video images. And I like to do video because there's so much more that you can see in the outdoors, not just with deer. Deer really entertain you on the videos, but other animals that come into the scene, and sometimes you'll catch coyotes, raccoons, squirrels, and the occasional bobcat as well around here. So that's pretty cool to see. But the other thing with this camera I found out, and I didn't realize or didn't think about it, is it has audio when you're in the movie mode, and it records the audio going on there. So I thought that was a cool feature when you go up in technology. So price point, you're still looking at probably $100 for the camera alone. Then you have to buy an SD card, which is another $13 to $15, and it has to be a special SD card. It's not your normal everyday SD cards. And it will run on AA batteries, but they recommend getting the lithium battery that they sell at an additional $50. The battery has really held up pretty well. I've been surprised about that too. So the battery charge holds up really well. But you can also buy an optional solar panel and hook it up to the SpyPoint battery through the camera and charge it that way as well. And that's an additional $50. So when you add everything up, you're looking at about $200 just to get into the camera, another $130, $40 for the wireless service. So it's not in everybody's budget to get one of these. But fortunately, with the YouTube's money, I bought several of these cameras to check them out and share them with you. So thank you. And it's all because of you guys watching these videos that I was able to do this. So appreciate that, and keep coming back, and hopefully our content will be beneficial for you. All right, so we're there. The ultimate question is, out of these 4 cameras, which ones would I suggest, or which ones I like that works best for me in my situation? Drum roll. For my everyday use camera, I would definitely recommend the Tasco, because you can buy these on sale like after the season sometimes, and instead of $30, you can sometimes find them as cheap as $20. I've used these in the past and have had great success with the dependability, the quality of images, picture and video for the price point, and I don't really have to worry about, if I'm using these in public land, of losing too much money. So I definitely would recommend these as my value purchase and everyday use camera. And probably the obvious choice, if money is not a major issue or hurdle, I would definitely recommend a wireless camera. Now, my only experience has been with SpyPoint, and I've heard mixed reviews from friends of mine who have these SpyPoint cameras or have them in the past. I'd be happy to review some other wireless cameras as money and time allows in the future. So SpyPoint would be definitely on my list to have at least one, maybe two, just because of the additional benefits and features. I think the big hurdle or the big downside is paying for the wireless system. And I know they have plans out there that you can run multiples of cameras for a fixed fee, and it may make it more economical that way. So I'll have to do some more investigation on some other wireless cameras. So with all that being said, you know, this is my choice. That's the right choice for us here on Peterson Farms in Nashville at the moment. And hope you got something out of this video. And I hope it was beneficial for you. Like I said, I was not doing a comparison on all different cameras or any suggestions on what's the best camera out there. I was just trying to give you an example of what's normally available out there on the store for the everyday guy like us, and what kind of money is involved, as well as the benefits and features that's best for your buck. So hope you got something out of that. If you do like this video or like these kinds of videos, hit that like button, share it out, and consider subscribing, because I'll have some more reviews, especially with buck season coming up, and got the bow out and doing some practice with it, and I might share some videos of that as well. So thanks for stopping by here at Peterson Farms in Nashville, where I say friends, family, and future generations, we do these sort of things so that you can look way back when, in the now or the future, and see what we were like and what we used to do around here on Peterson Farms in Nashville. God bless you all till next time. And here's some bonus footage of some game camera video that I recorded while utilizing the cameras as a scouting tool. You can position them on different parts of your property, point them in a different direction from your main camera, and be able to find out where deer are coming and going from, as well as what other animals, such as this predator, you have on your property. And we try to eradicate those any chance we get. But a game camera has been a big game changer for me in the last 50 years of my hunting career, and has helped me locate and harvest several nice bucks.